Let's leave aside the technical factors for the point in time. Someone else will take care of that. Let's look at the aesthetic part of it. Okay? Now tell me, when you look at this particular song sequence, what is the feeling that comes to your mind? I'm pretty sure that some of you do not understand the language. It's Urdu. It's a mixture of Urdu and Hindi. And Urdu is more pronounced here, so all of you will be able to understand it. But then, can you tell me, when you see this particular song, when you listen to this song, what is the feeling that comes to your mind?
Feeling bad or something.
Something bad. Sad.
Sad.
Very sad. Okay. Two. What? I'm looking for a very, very particular word. Can you tell me that word? I'm looking for a very, very particular word. One word that I'm looking for. Guilt. Good. Very close. And I want something more specific. Guilt. You say sad. You say guilt. Sadness, guilt. What else? I want one specific word that defines this entire song. One particular word. Of course, love is there. It's sad love, right? Struggling. Struggle. One. Yes, sir?
Repenting.
Repentance. I'm looking for the word distance. Distance. There's a distance. The distance is widening. The gap is widening. The protagonist, the distance is wide between the two protagonists, central protagonists. We will not use the word hero, heroine, actor, star, nothing. We'll use the word protagonist, character. Okay. We will not use the word hero, heroine. Those words are non-existent in our process. Okay. We'll talk about protagonists. The two protagonists, the male and the female protagonist, they are moving away from each other. Slowly but gradually, due to compulsions, due to familial compulsions, due to social compulsions, due to compulsions of any kind for that matter, they are moving apart. They are drifting apart. Okay? That is the fundamental essence of the song. Now let us talk about the technical part of it. Sandeepda is there. He can talk about the cinematography aspect of it. Can you please talk about the cinematography aspect?
Right now?
Yeah. Can you talk about the cinematography aspect? Because he will be able to talk about it better than I can. It's the technical part of it, and he will be able to talk about why and how it was created the way it is.
See, this is a black and white movie, and although you cannot see very properly the tones and other things, but what you can judge first of all is lighting. What was the main light there? Have you noticed it? Can you name? Yes. What was the main light source? What was the main light source? It has shown on screen. Screen was pretty black, dark. Then one big light has came. From where?
Sun.
Someone has opened a door. A person has entered. It is not. Can you see that? One big light is coming. Huge light was coming through door. Have you seen it? And now that patch of light remains throughout the song, and the darkness around it, it goes. One point of time you can see that our male protagonist, he cannot cross that light anymore, although he has entered through that light only. That light was his backlight when he has entered, but he cannot cross. And our female protagonist on the other side of that patch of light. So this part of light, the whole glamour world, it is being represented by that patch of light, and these two protagonists are on the two sides of it. Their emotional journey, emotional gap has become widened that much that they cannot cross, they cannot engulf, they cannot join anymore. Although they have started the journey from that very.
They have made this emotional journey, but they cannot make it for physical journey anymore. In order to understand this scene, you got to see the movie as well. I will show you sometimes this movie. It's called Kagaz Ke Phool. It talks about the travels of a director at that point in time. A film director. This is a film about films. We're talking about Cinema Paradise just a few minutes back, right? This is a film about films. And this is a film about films back in the 1950s. A successful director, he has achieved everything from scratch, and he falls in love with one of his characters. He's married. He's into an unhappy married life. Okay, he wants to go to that, and this particular film actually talks about the real life of Bharat. He had a very troubled life, and that's why He died at the age of 39. He was a drunkard, he was a severe alcoholic, okay? He was a gambler. All the vices that you can possibly imagine he was there. He had a very unhappy life. And the person who was there, I mean, the female protagonist who was there, her name is Wahida Rahman. Her name, Wahida Rahman. Okay. She's from Hyderabad, by the way. She's from Hyderabad. And she was one of the biggest stars of Hindi cinema at that point in time. So both of them had an affair at that point in time. Okay. He was married, by the way. He was married to one of the most successful singers of that time, called Kiya. And they were having a very unhappy married life. And the same thing was shown on screen to Kagaz Ki Phool. You know, one thing I'd like to tell you here is that Kagaz Ki Phool was 100 years ahead of its time. It was 100 years ahead of its time. It talked about an issue that is equally relevant today. It talked about many issues that are equally relevant today. And that's why it was so disturbing that at that point in time what happened was, Rajendra Prasad was the president of India at that point in time. I'm sure all of you know Rajendra Prasad. So he was invited to the screening of the movie, the debut screening of the movie. He went inside, he felt so agitated that after seeing the movie that he went out without finishing it. He couldn't take it. It was so bad, it was so crude, it was so hard-hitting that he could not take it. He left the movie. And you have to understand that today with your understanding you might be able to say this movie. We are talking about the 1950s where people had no idea about what filmmaking was. Had no idea about movies. Had no idea about the meanings of movies for that matter. So he felt so agitated that he left the hall without finishing the movie. Before finishing the movie. Same thing happened with Pyasa. You know, these are movies that I want to talk about because it is important to understand Pyasa to appreciate movies for that matter. Okay? In that context, I will show you another song sequence. And it is equally legendary, you can say. You know? And tell me the issue that it deals with. One single song sequence and it tells you a whole bloody story. Right? I get goosebumps every time I see this song. You know, because this song represents everything quintessentially wrong about this country. Represents everything wrong about this country. And I'll show you this song. And tell me what is the issue, what is the principal issue that it deals with.